So I love Dragon Age. Specifically, I like Dragon Age Origins a lot. Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition are just okay in my opinion. I actually don't like Inquisition the most out of the three, which I think is a hot take. But that's just because I think the whole time you're playing chores, and that's just not really fun to me. But I did think Inquisition had some really good groundwork. The only real complaints I had with the game were it felt like I was playing chores instead of actually being this super big important bad guy boss guy. But you know, that's just one of the things. Another thing I didn't like about it was the combat felt really stiff. It was just kind of auto attacks from the first game, but they kind of tried to amp it up to look a little bit flashier, and I just thought it didn't hit the mark. But I did think that they were going in the right direction for the franchise. I know a lot of people complain about how the game isn't dark enough anymore and it's just not as good as the first one, which it's not, but that combat from 2009 doesn't really work in 2024. Hell, it did not work in 2014. So I thought that they really did go in the right direction for the combat, just the art style kind of fell a little flat. So I was really looking forward to Dreadwolf when they announced it. It looked like it was going to be a little bit more gritty, a little bit, you know, like darker, and just kind of go back to original style of Dragon Age, which I've been hoping for since Dragon Age Inquisition. So to me, it was going in that direction still that Inquisition kind of lined it up for. And now, I did not watch Summer Game Fest. I was working pretty much every single day that the conference was going on, so I didn't really have time because I was already kind of working, and you can't just like go on your phone, just kind of watch some YouTube videos while you're trying to help people on a sales floor. You know, it's just not really something you can do. So when I got home and I saw that Dragon Age had been announced for a new game at Summer's Game Fest, I was ecstatic. I saw that it wasn't Dreadwolf, so I figured it was like some kind of spin-off or something to lead into Dreadwolf. But then I watched the trailer, and my God, did they fumble the intro to this game. This looked like an action hero MOBA, which I am of the opinion that we do not effing need those anymore. We are oversaturated in that market, so I was just already unimpressed, turned off, not looking forward to it. And then a couple of days roll by. Now, I had already in my head kind of turned off this game. I didn't think about it. I just thought it was dumb, some stupid spin-off of Dragon Age that just was not necessary. Just thought it was maybe some like stupid free-to-play game. And then I kind of thought about it a little bit. I was like, wait, isn't Dreadwolf supposed to come out this year? So I looked it up on Google real quick. Is Dragon Age Veilguard Dreadwolf? And to my surprise, it was an astounding yes, it is. I was flabbergasted, to say the least. I was like, are you effing kidding me? This game is what I had been looking forward to? That sucks. But then in that Google search, I also noticed that there was a gameplay trailer that was released 2 days after the trailer. And you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm already a little bit uninterested. Let's just watch this, kind of confirm how I'm feeling, and then I'll make my final judgment before the game comes out. And you know what? After that gameplay trailer, I'm fucking hooked. It is crazy to me that they did not lead off with this amazing looking gameplay trailer and let off with the freaking dumpster fire that was that stupid character introduction trailer. I don't know who decided that was a good idea to release that instead of just releasing the gameplay footage. But no offense, they should be fired. That is ridiculous that they went, you know what people need? A thing that they are already sick and tired of. They're gonna think that it's a MOBA shooter. People love those. No, people hate those now. It just baffles me that they just thought that. It's crazy. Now, of course, I do still have some genuine worries about the game before it comes out. That still initial trailer does really worry me still, because I still want it to be kind of the tone of Dragon Age like Origins, but I don't want it to be the tone of Inquisition. While Inquisition had a okay story, the tone was all over the place. The tone felt really off because they were just like too much humor in it, and I think they're trying to take the wrong things away from games like Borderlands because they've become so popular, where I think people are finally starting to realize that just an excessive amount of comedy that like the Marvel movies and Borderlands that people liked doesn't work for everybody, and nowadays people are kind of starting to get tired of it. So I really don't want them to go back towards that direction. I want them to move away from it, and I want them to go towards origin storytelling again. Other than that, I'm honestly in the minority that absolutely loves the look of this game so far. I think it does look gritty. It looks gothic. It looks cool. And it looks dark again. That's exactly what I wanted. It does not look like Inquisition. It looks like its own new game. It looks like that it's trying to build off of the things that the other games had done and not try to copy them, which I think is great. It's a step in the right direction. And like I said, I'm super into this combat. My favorite series of all time is tied for Kingdom Hearts and The Witcher. I adore hack and slash RPGs. Those are my bread and my butter. So I am interested to see what they have going on with it. I know a lot of people are saying, well, there's not enough skills, you know, he's only using one skill in the actual trailer, that doesn't make any sense. He's fighting the first boss and he only has one skill, man. Obviously, that is just for the gameplay trailer. We are, of course, going to have a lot more skills. If you looked at the weapon wheel, you can see that there was a lot of spots for skills. So that was just one skill of multiple you're probably going to get before that first boss fight. And I'm super looking forward to what they had going on. I always play a rogue in RPGs. In Dragon Age Inquisition, they were pretty bad, but just watching the rogue gameplay for the Dragon Age Veilguard trailer looked awesome. I'm super into it. I love that you got to use twin blades and a bow again instead of just being locked into one weapon type like you were in Dragon Age Inquisition. And the reason that I kind of wanted to make this video is to kind of just give my thoughts on it, put them out on the internet, and kind of also help people who are also struggling with their opinion on it. Dragon Age has become a very controversial game due to the fact that they have one fantastic game and two mediocre games. So this game absolutely needs to nail it. Especially, BioWare has really fallen downhill over the last few years. They kind of need this, man. They need it to be good. And we also need it to be good to have faith in the studio again. And if you do stumble across this video and you do have some thoughts on it, please make sure that you comment down below. I do love to talk about these things, and if you kind of need like a board to discuss your feelings on this game, I'd love to chat with you about it. I'd love to have a community to just be able to just talk about it. You know, like, this game to me is one of the games I'm most looking forward to this year. There's this, I'm actually really excited for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and there are a couple other things I'm excited for, like Metaphor, because I'm a huge Persona fan. So there's not really a whole lot that I have looking forward to this year, other than like these handful of games. So I really hope that this game sticks the landing and just becomes the game that BioWare needs it to be to kind of reclaim their status as amazing RPG developers. Also, a quick side note, this isn't really part of the discussion, but I think that Dreadwolf is an infinitely better name than Veilguard. I don't know who the F decided to name it Veilguard. They should have just stuck with Dreadwolf. Dreadwolf was such a better name. I don't understand what decision they made for that. It's just dumb. Those are honestly the main thoughts I had on the game. I don't want to go super into depth on it. I want to wait to see more. And if we do get another trailer before the game comes out, I will absolutely make a follow-up video to this if you guys want. I'll probably make a follow-up video anyway, because again, I fucking love Dragon Age Origins. I want to support the series as much as I can. So if you did like the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel and all that. You guys have been absolutely incredible ever since my Elden Ring upload. The traction I've gotten this channel after that was astounding. Thank you all so much for the support on that. It means a lot. If you guys want me to make another Elden Ring video or maybe another Dark Souls video, like say, because I do challenge runs on the channel as well. If you want me to do like a challenge run on Dark Souls 3, make sure to comment in the Elden Ring video or this one about it. I would happily love to see your suggestions and love to see your thoughts on it. Otherwise, my name is Riku. Take care, everybody.